This is gonna be a harsh couple of days. I have a major issue. I have not seen weather like this. Extreme cold. Behind the trees is my van. Whoa, try to speed through that snowdrift there. That's scary. Morning. Got the most important meal of the day. Today is February 2nd and I've spent a couple of days out by the ocean here in Gamvik, just chilling out and taking it easy after a month of blizzards and snowstorms. But today or tomorrow and a couple of days moving forward, there's a new storm coming in and I have the choice of being out here by the ocean. It's gonna be around -10 degrees out here and storm strength, or I could go further inland and have -20 to -30 degrees Celsius and less wind. So I haven't decided yet. It's a Sunday today, so I'm just gonna get in the driver's seat and drive and see where I end up. I'm not gonna stay out here, I think, because I'm a little bit tired of the wind now. It's been blowing gale force out here almost constantly since I got out here, and it's just getting a little bit annoying. Safe and steady here, even though the waves are crashing. Just outside here, you can see the seagulls are seeking shelter now, and they're probably expecting this storm to come in. So, finish my coffee, gonna get some breakfast, reply to a bunch of comments on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much to everyone who gives me a like or leaves a comment or anything to boost the engagement of the videos. Really grateful for that, so thanks a lot. This winter has been extremely nasty so far. No beautiful sunlight on the snowy mountains around here or anything, so I'm hoping to get some of that soon. Well, it certainly looks like there's no avoiding another blizzard. And the wind looks pretty nasty, some areas up to 30 meters a second, which is getting awfully close to hurricane force. I could stay out here and it looks like there's maybe a little bit less wind here, but it looks like it's just changing by the hour now, so I think I'm just gonna have to head towards where I'm planning to go and just see what happens. It's gonna get mighty cold as well, so down to -20 degrees and storm force wind. That's gonna be very cold, so I don't know what's gonna happen about that. I just need to go, and then I have a few ideas about where I can be parked. It's gonna be 2 days until it hits, and the further I go in my direction, the worse it looks like it's gonna get, but I cannot really stay here any longer. It's very exposed to the ocean. It has been above freezing down here by the coast, so the roads are just extremely slippery today. So I'm taking it very easy. Don't want to risk anything. As I get further inland, I'm sure it gets better, as it has not been mild there. Here comes the sand truck. That's sorely needed today. There is almost a hint of sunshine, but only almost. I haven't seen the sun in a very long time. Look at the Arctic Ocean. Looks beautiful today. It's gonna be a mess in a couple of days. So I got through all that super slippery ice stuff, and now I'm going up on the mountain here, and there's a lot of snowdrift, and some of them are pretty nice and big and mean, so could be a difficult day of driving, but probably a lot of fun. It's a beautiful day actually, and it's 12:15 now, and there's a hint of a sun out, and it'll be down in 1 hour and 15 minutes. But as I go further south, it'll last longer. But I'm not going further south for more than half a day. Then I'm gonna turn north again. Look at this beautiful stuff here. Would you look at that? There is the sun, and people are out watching it on this beautiful Sunday. So people drive up to the mountain here just to get a look at the sun, apparently. There's a couple there with the German Shepherd dog, and they were just taking photos of the sun. I just met that car down in the center of Mishap, so they just came up here to look at the sun. The wind is quite fierce up here already. So this here is why they build the roads lifted off the plane up like this. It's for the snow to just blow itself off without settling on the road. So no fences or anything, just a lifted road that the snow will blow itself off. My spirit gets lifted from seeing the sun. This stuff here is dangerously beautiful, and it's a spectacular day, but it's also really treacherous with this snowdrift here. Pretty bad stuff, but the road is open, so it should go. was a good parking spot, but not today. Need to get off this peninsula and these mountain plains here. I have a major issue. The wind, the side wind, has blown my sunroof open. And don't know what to do about that, so I need to stop here somewhere. Here comes the plow truck. To stop here somewhere and figure that out. Okay, I've done a temporary duct tape fix, but it looks like it's the spring that keeps it kind of tight in place that is starting to get slack. And this side wind here is just fierce. Look at this, just drifting in from the side here. The problem is that the side wind is stronger than the wind coming from the front. So I don't need that sunroof a lot in winter, so I might just have to tape it shut until I can find a shop where they have those springs and get them changed. The side wind is making my legs cold here even. Temperature dropped a lot as well. This is gonna be a harsh couple of days, or 3 days until Wednesday. It's Sunday today. I think this is gonna last until Wednesday. Gonna peak Tuesday night, I think, with a big blizzard. Some places reaching nearly hurricane force again. And this time I'm really not in the mood for that. So I'm trying to find a good place, but there's just have to make a choice between extreme cold and a combination of very cold and this storm. So I'm not really sure. Just driving now to where I'm planning to go in the end anyway. Flipping over here. for this car to come here so I can try to speed through that snowdrift there. Whoa. That's scary. He made it. Whoa, that was a tough one. Really tough stuff. Didn't expect it to be this harsh up here, but they keep the roads open quite long. Look at this. Right now it's a different kind of storm. There's no precipitation, so it's just strong wind blowing across these plains here, just carrying a lot of snow with it. It's beautiful but quite treacherous. It's the first time I've gotten cold on my door side of my body because of strong winds. After all, I'm inside here. It is now 2:30. And the sun is still just above the horizon. Here's a parking lot. Don't think I'm gonna park here. Head this way. The sun is down. It's absolutely beautiful up here. I wish I could have seen this place in a beautiful winter sunshine with no wind and just amazing ski conditions and everything. But now it's gonna be storming for the next 4 days. So I've calculated this winter it's been a blizzard every 4 days. That's been January. Here's where I parked 3 days ago in that previous blizzard up here. Looks like they've opened it again. What a beautiful sky. I'm pretty sure this means big storm. You can see those clouds above the mountains in front there. They're pretty mean. It's a pretty nice view out my living room window. -15 through night. So gonna get much colder for a couple of days, and then a big blizzard again in extreme cold, which is kind of rare. Normally gets warmer when there's a blizzard. Alright, it is February the 3rd, and it's much colder now. It's gonna get down to around -20, and then there's a snowstorm coming in tomorrow. And looks like a lot of snow and a lot of wind, so don't know where I'm gonna be for that. The difference with this snowstorm that's coming in is that it's gonna stay super cold, so it's gonna be a storm with -20 degrees Celsius. Usually it goes up to around -5 to -10 when there's a storm, but this time it's gonna be cold. So I'm gonna head down to Lakselv and resupply. It's about an hour drive from where I'm parked now, and it should be very, very windy up until the snowstorm or blizzard as well, so I might have to look around a little bit to find a place to camp where I feel comfortable. So let's go. There's sunshine today, actually. Can you imagine it? Not a cloud in the sky right now. This is Lakselv. Gonna go to the store over there, extra. So here's a tip. If you want to steal cars, you should come up here, because nobody stops their engines. They just let them run when they go to the store. So you could come up here and just grab a whole bunch of cars and be out of here. With these storms coming in and the extremely cold temperatures, I need to find out where I should park that kind of offers some security. I found my sheltered spot for the storms in the trees here. This should be perfect. It's pretty sheltered. And got a cell phone tower right up here, so got full 5G. Mountains over here. Got this lake right by my park spot as well. It's minus 11.2 Fahrenheit or minus 24 degrees Celsius. On the floor by the battery, it's minus 14 degrees Celsius. So this one is showing minus 23.2 degrees. So it's somewhere between minus 23 and minus 24 outside. And I'm heating up my van to 18 degrees. Well, it's been an extremely cold night. In the trees here, sheltered, but it's mighty cold. Gonna put on my polar winter gear today. Get properly dressed for this winter weather. Right, I got my homemade woolen socks. Gonna put on my Western Mountaineering down booties and a woolen base layer and a woolen sweater. And I've been able to get it up to 15 degrees in here now. And it's minus 24 outside. I'm gonna start the engine. Let's see how this goes. That's the coldest start this year. Didn't have any issue with starting. So, gonna let it run for a few hours. See if I can get the battery charging. So the battery is currently showing minus 5 degrees Celsius and it's not charging. So let's see if it'll start bumping up the temperature of the battery. The sensor that I have installed down by the battery showed -11. That's how cold it is on the floor. And the reason why I don't have any water in the pipes running along the walls and the floors, that'll freeze. There is ice in the bottom of this. Need to ventilate even though it's gonna be extremely cold. Time for the most important meal of the day. Coffee. It's -21.6 outside still. -23.8 on another sensor and -23.1 on a third sensor. And on the floor it's now -13.7. That is crazy. Let's look at my battery. Well, it's up from -5 to -3 in those 5 minutes. So that's a good sign. Let's hope it climbs all the way up to where it could start taking a charge. Cheers, my friends. It is a very chilly good morrow, to say at the least. And the forecast says it's gonna be below -20 until around 6 p.m. And then the wind is gonna pick up to storm strength around 6 p.m. and there's gonna be a blizzard in the evening and all through the night and most of tomorrow, and it's gonna last until 11 p.m. tomorrow night. That is gonna be a long and tiring one. That's why I'm starting the engine now and letting it run for a while so I can have my stuff charged, because I think I'm just gonna hunker down here. It is a good place, I think, in these, I don't know what these trees are, but you can see them here. They are all around here. It's got a cover like 360 degrees around here. So battery is up to 0 degrees. I'm thinking it has to do with me not running anything else off the car battery or the alternator or the DC-DC charger or whatever it is. So maybe my battery is getting enough current now. I can't say because it doesn't show how much input it's getting until it's charging. But it went up from -5 to 0 degrees in like 10 minutes. So that's good. Let's hope it goes the final stretch here. Looks like the battery stopped there at 1 degree Celsius. So I'm doing my little trick here to lead all the heat from the heater in the van into the battery. It's still -11.6 down by the battery. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm leading the heat from the vent down on the floor up to the battery. It sits below the seat here. So the battery just reached 5 degrees. Then it should start charging pretty soon. That's the temperature where it'll release for charge. Outside the wind is picking up really bad, but it's kind of quiet and calm down here. So I'm gonna walk outside up to this lake here and have a look at what's going on around in the mountains and stuff. There's the charge. Don't know if you can see that, but it is happening. I can kind of put my stuff back in place again, remove that heat tunnel, and open up the valves for heating the rest of the van again. Down there behind the trees is my van. Pretty well protected because up here it's super harsh. I'm gonna freeze my face and fingers off if I'm out in this any longer. It's -20 degrees Celsius and it's around 20 meters a second winds, so that's gonna add up. Let's head back to the van and get warm. I put on all my polar gear except for my gloves, and my fingers are not really liking this, so I'm gonna get frostbite really fast if I don't do anything about it. It's is also holding a camera like this. It's got metal on it. It gets really cold. It's such a great spot down here. So here is the current wind chill for you Americans who like to talk about wind chill. This is minus 36 degrees Fahrenheit right now. And it's gonna get much worse with the wind. Alright, it is not getting any warmer here. It's still minus 19. It is 3:30, and I think I'm gonna have an early dinner today. I'm gonna make a simple meal. It's gonna be something I rarely do these days, and that's hot dogs, cheese hot dogs with potato salad, chili or jalapenos, and something we call lumpa, which is basically, it's a kind of fajita, but it's not made in the same way. It's made with potato flour, I think. I don't know. And of course, an alcohol-free beer. Cheers, my friends. The heater is going full time, so I'm probably using a lot of propane right now. That's just the way it is. When you have heavy winds paired with very cold weather, it takes a lot to keep this heated. I think we're done. Some jalapenos, because I love jalapenos. Mustard. And chili ketchup. Gonna have two of them and save one for tomorrow, I think. Cheers, my friends. Sometimes simple meals are the best ones. This is about as simple as it gets. Very tasty. let's look at the weather. Yeah, it's gonna hit really hard through the night, and I'm super happy I'm sheltered in here because this does not look good. So I was thinking if I was gonna go to the North Cape from here, let's see Honningsvåg that I was trapped in for 4 days last winter. We had 30 meters a second. How about Meham that I came from? That's worse, 31 meters a second, and the whole day tomorrow. Glad I left that. That just looks totally mad. And then again, the day after tomorrow, it's gonna go back up to hurricane force, nearly 30 meters a second. No, that's just not somewhere I want to be now. Let's look at the North Cape Plateau. Yeah, they got 32 meters a second. That's right on the hurricane. Huh. Hey Siri, how much is 32 meters a second in miles per hour?
32 meters per second is 71.58 miles per hour.
Yeah, so there you have that. And it's gonna go on for days. Usually it just lasts for an afternoon or something, but this is gonna stretch out. It's Tuesday today, and this one is gonna go on North Cape. It's gonna go on until Friday. The Arctic is a messy place. This winter especially has been totally crazy. I have not seen weather like this for a whole January and into February before. So I'm really sorry if you think you're seeing too many blizzard and storm videos from my channel this winter. It's just what it is. And today is February 4th. It's just orange warning, yellow warning, orange, 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 red, orange, orange. There's just storm warnings everywhere. So I think this is a good spot to shelter. Gotta do the dishes. Vanlife dishwasher. And I never use any oil or butter or anything to avoid the mess. Ooh. Here we go with that storm. That's a big gust there. I'm glad I'm in these trees, because that sounded pretty mean. All right, apple for dessert.
Sorry, he used to live here.
He doesn't live here now.
Did he happen to leave a forwarding address?
I don't know any Gregory.
What are you doing? I gotta lay down.
Well, it's a little bit early for that, isn't it? It's not. Alright, I'm watching Bookie now. That's funny show from LA.
Right. I've been going to Gamblers Anonymous now for 3 years, 7 months, and 11 days. And you know one of the things you learn at those meetings?
Don't let that southern thing.
Everybody lies.
You calling us liars?
Rolling breaks our back. That's the kind of bet the public never makes, but sharps do. This clown is an elite handicapper.
Where is he? Apple, man. I don't know how to thank you. Performance bonus is not unheard of.
Open it up.
Let's go on a little spooky hike. I found a little road here in the woods, sheltered from this crazy wind. It's not storming yet as much as it's gonna be, so just gonna take a little hike here in the forest. There's some powerful wind gusts coming through. Running water. Can you believe it? Ooh. Whoa. Wonder what's gonna pop out here. Guess this tree here just gave in. A lot of stuff breaking here. Whoa. That's scary. Drinking water. But the road goes on. I think that's it. That's as far as we go. It is cold. My fingers are cold from handling the cameras again. see if I can see if it's open. So that I can get out of here. It doesn't look like there's a lot of snow gathering on the road out of here yet, but this is definitely a place where I could snow completely in through the night. It's gonna pick up a lot after bedtime and keep snowing and storming through the day tomorrow. So this is just the beginning, basically. So let's take a walk down to the road and see how it looks. These are all the trees that are sheltering me. There's a snowdrift that could build a lot. And this one could also be a problem. A little bit of digging should do it, and this is the main road. Just plowed. This snowdrift here could be a bit real problem tomorrow. We'll deal with it then. This one as well. I do actually get a little bit of frostbite on my pinky finger here. Don't like that. Had it for years, but I can feel every time I get cold it gets a little bit worse, so that's probably a permanent damage from when I was a kid or something. Even though I had 2 gloves on today, it's mostly about the camera I'm holding in the hand. It's got metal on it, and it kind of leads the cold into my fingers like a cold bridge. All right, back with. It does really help a little bit. It's almost midnight, so definitely time to go to bed. Just turn off the engine, it's heated up. Well, good night, my friends. I'll see you in the morning. The storm is gonna pick up a lot through the night, so it's gonna be exciting to see how everything looks outside tomorrow. Really good and sheltered spot in here, but there's still some wind gusts getting through, so I just have to use it as a sleeping aid. That should be fine. Feels really safe in here, so that's probably gonna give me a really good night's sleep in here. Good morning. That was a terrible night. That wind was punching my van really hard, and everything was rattling and shaking in the sunroofs, even though I had dampened them. So I'm really happy that I'm in the trees here. Now we have a possible problem with getting out of here. It's going to be storming for the whole day, and even a little bit tomorrow. And I'm pretty sure I'm already snowed in here, so I'm probably stuck in here until there's a plow truck coming. I think they plow this place, but it's been snow chaos all over this county here, so it might take days. I have a phone number I can call, I think, that will get me to the county plow drivers to at least check for a status. I might have to just get my spade out and just dig for hours. It's a little bit too far to dig, actually, but it's hard to know what the snow did through the night because it was snowing a lot and the wind was fierce. It was just crazy in here. There was some heavy wind gusts. Let's have a look out the window first. So right now it's minus 10. It's been down to minus 23. And it's 9:25 now, and 18 degrees. I've heated it to inside here. Let's have a quick look outside here. It's impossible to say over on the road what's going on. There is at least a bunch of snowdrift. Nothing going on here. So, you want to know how I dress in the winter weather like this? Yeah, so for winter weather like this, I have homemade woolen socks. I have a warm woolen long john from Norwegian brand Devoll. And I have several woolen base layers from various Norwegian brands. Devoll, Ulvang. And over that I have this bib ski pants here from Helly Hansen with this whole thing here, and of course one of my woolen sweaters, and I have a beanie, either this one with reindeer or this one from Calvin Klein, actually. All brands. And then I have parka. This is my new parka from Swedish brand Fjordreven. It's the Expedition parka. And then several different gloves. I have these woolen liners from Hestra, and I use these thinner ski gloves from Hestra as well, but they're not warm enough for these conditions here, so I have thicker gloves from Hestra in my closet here. A couple of different brands. So basically that's how I dress. I also have my new Baffin winter boots. They're very nice and warm. So time to get dressed. Well, the van is completely clear here, but I got a long way down here to drive. Getting down. Well, I think this will be okay. Then we have another one here. This is bigger, but oh yeah. That's really big. But I can dig through that. Maybe I'll just wait for the plow truck here and ask them to open that little piece there. It's a lot of broken trees around after this storm. Good spot. Perfect spot for that crazy night. That's a lot of ice on the heater ventilation. Down here you can see my van through the trees. Look at the lake here. It is blown clean. All the snow has blown off it. It's down to the ice. Well, time to get back to the van and get some coffee. So I don't think that's gonna be a big crisis to get out of there. That looked like half an hour of digging and then I'll be out. So I'm very happy about that. I was scared the whole road down there would be closed. But time for coffee. Get out of this warm stuff here and get some of the most important meal of the day made. Need to have some ventilation. And my front roof is currently taped shut because of that thing that happened out on the road where it almost blew open. And I think I need to get hold of some new springs for that sunroof, because that seems to be a couple of springs on the sides that were loose, so it the wind kind of lifted it up a little bit. Not good, not good. At least it's not a major thing, unless it should blow off, then it would be a major thing. Then I would need to get out some of my thermal insulation and tape it shut. Probably use some zip ties as well. Cheers, my friends. Time to check the forecast. It's gonna be storming from 10 to around 5 or 6. It is 10 now. So the whole day basically. I wonder if I should dig myself out and go into town and stay there until it calms down. There's another storm tomorrow, but with no snow. The weather up here, this has been such a crazy winter. It's been the worst winter I've experienced basically, and doesn't seem to be stopping. It's February 5th today. Just crazy blizzards and snowstorms and bad weather, and Alright, I'm gonna go and see if I can dig myself out of this and go down to the town of Laxell for the rest of this snowstorm. There's a lot more snow now. Alright, got through here. That worked perfectly. Here as well, no problem. It is a little bit of a downhill, so it is all good. Now just dig out the last part here. Yep, no problem there. Got that fixed. Hard work, but not difficult. I made the exact right width of the tracks there, so got through without any issues. Let's get into town. a really cool spot out on the ice. Let's take a look. I think this spot is better. Probably less ice, more wind. Yeah, I like this. Found this really good spot on a big parking lot, rest stop along the way here, and this feels perfect. There's a storm blowing, but it's not so bad right now, and there's gonna be a lot of snow coming through the night, but it's gonna diminish through the night, so I'm just gonna set up here, and so I'm sure that I can get out easily. Gonna look at some forecasts and some routes now, because I just got notifications that all the roads out to the North Cape and all the peninsulas that I want to go out to are closed because of this storm that's been going on. So I'm just gonna check some more stuff now, some weather forecasts, and see what my plan is gonna be. I want to get out on that peninsula with the North Cape, but maybe I'll go to Havøysund instead of North Cape. That's a place I have never been in winter, so that could be epic. Well, it's picking up again like crazy. I'm out in the open now, so it's a totally different vibe than what it was out there in the woods. my camera is gonna get covered in snow any minute now, I'm guessing. So, better close it up. Better get inside.